Welcometh backeth to another episode of the 2 a.m. podcast. No other 2 a.m. podcast. It's just us. Yeah, baby. It's been episode 215 now. Dude, we are rocking it up here at the stew, trying to catch more vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, we caught one hell of a vibe last time, 214 with Tyler Zaharodnik, our boy.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I loved everything about that episode. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
He's a very well-spoken man with a lot of knowledge behind what he does. And if you haven't listened to the previous episode before this one, 214, you should go ahead and check it out. Just a beautiful essence of an episode, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I told you I listened to it like almost 4 times.
Yeah. The best way I could put it is that it's kind of like a really good movie, you know? That's how we feel about this episode. It's just top tier list. Yeah, bro. Before we hop into that and the rest of the vibes, we got more slightly different vibes for you today called our sponsors.
Oh, yes.
So we want to kick it off with red light therapy. And it's Vital Red Light. Their systems are amazing. They've been helping me a lot in my life, gaining daily energy, feeling like freaking A1 steak sauce, bro.
Zeus, bro.
Ooh, I can't live without it. It's the best. Youthful looking skin, great energy throughout the day, beautiful sleep to recovered. Amazing. Hit them up at vitalredlight.com. Use code 2AM. We have another sponsor for you. Paired well with the Vital Red Light, it's Portal.
I knew you could choose Ortal too.
Ortal Sleep Supplement is, I think, a really good pair with the Vital Red Light, because if you're seeking deep sleep but with enthusiastic dreams, I would hella go with that.
Yeah.
Use code 2AM to purchase. It's a really good flavor profile. It's chamomile with like pineapple. Bomb. Mix it with some water. You're good to go.
Go to sleep like a baby, you mean?
We have our third, which is
Rare.
Yeah.
I was blanking.
It's for the after sleep, dude.
It is for the after sleep. And the funny thing is, or the great thing actually, this is why I love Rare Bird, is because you can have it at any time.
Mm-hmm.
No impact on your sleep whatsoever. So paraxanthine coffee is amazing. I've experienced a lot of benefit. You have as well.
Yeah.
So
when it comes to focus, sometimes you get a euphoric feeling of it, but
it works every time.
Beautiful every time. If you love the coffee flavor but just worried about the caffeine, go ahead and try paraxanthine.
Code 2 a.m. for 20% off.
Yes, sir. All right. We'll just hop another one. We do, technically. But Extra wallets, guys. Extra has some great accessories for every man. It makes the perfect gift. If you're looking for a gift to give a man, your boyfriend, show him the husband. Well, I can show you the wallet. This is it right here. Has my face on it too. It has some iLead cash on there. My Costco membership as well. And the best part is, bam.
Just so smooth.
Beautiful, beautiful wallet. Go ahead and check them out. If you want to save, they have a lot of cool accessories like wallets, keychains. They also have bags, apparel.
The Weekender?
Yes, Weekender is pretty sick. There's a lot of secret compartments in it, so go ahead and check that out. Use code 2AM to save. All right, Bruster.
Bruster? Is that a new word?
Yeah, dude. It's when it gets this late, you start to slur your word.
Brother and Buster equals Bruster.
I had way too many Coke Zero. True. That's what I've been doing lately, actually. I'm like, dude, I need some caffeine, but I want to get too much caffeine.
I like Coke Zeros, dude. Even though I come from the health perspective and people talk shit on artificial sweeteners, I don't care. Coke Zero is bomb.
Yeah. See, I was telling my dad this today, and he was like, yo, go grab some soda. And I was like, no soda for you guys. Like, nobody's drinking soda, bro.
It's one of the worst things you could do.
Right? It is. It's just, it doesn't help in any way. And then it makes you feel like crap, too. Right? Also, takes away from eating. Right? Ruins your appetite in some sort of way. Especially when you're eating it, like drinking it mid-food.
Yeah, no, that's weird. Soda with like, for some reason I was thinking about that recently. Because I was looking at like Chipotle,
yeah,
and they have the like classic Mexican Cokes, and I remembered back to my childhood where I was like, I used to drink this in the middle of like a variety of meals,
yeah,
and for some reason it would not hit.
Yeah, like take 3 bites, take a sip, and you're like, It takes away from the satiation of food, right?
Yeah.
Weird. Anyway, I was like, nah, don't do that. Please don't. And then he was like, all right, grab Coke Zeros. And I was like, you know what? I have a good idea for you. How about this? Treat Coke Zero like it's a piece of gold, you know? You buy 1 pack, right? Don't buy the 32 pack. Just buy a good old 12 pack, right? Keep it there, but convince yourself not to drink it throughout the week, and then only use it when it's a reward. Okay. Because when you do it like that, because some people do that with just regular crap. Okay. But take it down a notch and be like, this is a 0 sugar, insulin spiking.
Debatable, but
It's disable, but whatever. Regardless, there's just a bad connotation to.
but treat it as a reward.
Yeah, treat it as a reward. Why? Because then if you're going to reach for something that's like, quote unquote, bad, it's not the worst.
No, certainly not. Dude, how many people have died from artificial sweeteners? Let's be real. How many people have died from artificial sweeteners?
I don't want to look this up.
You can look it up. You have aspartame, you have sucralose.
Yeah. How many people?
What else do you have? I am convinced that it is at the very bottom of the totem pole when it comes to that stuff.
From artificial.
I mean, if we're thinking of the big diseases here,
Yeah.
cancer, heart disease, Parkinson's, type 2 diabetes, artificial sweeteners contribute to it in a very small way,
Yeah.
if any. I mean, I know the research is like mixed for the most part, but
I mean, so far there's been like fact check of like false claim studies saying that, you know, the spikes in aspartame hit sudden deaths. Nah.
yeah, I mean, you're going to have to go down the rabbit hole pretty
Yeah.
well with this.
I can't find anything like a number, but sure.
But genuinely, just think
Yeah.
about it, common sense. Do you think anyone's going to die from aspartame?
No, unless maybe like uniquely you're just struggling with other health issues. I don't know.
Maybe if you're absolutely screwed and you have 1 Coke Zero and that sends you over that. But you're the worst and best way to die, dude. The taste of Coke.
Thank God. Damn. I can't with that. Dude. Sometimes you're in a jokey mood, and I think
This is one of those days.
too fun.
But I just don't understand. There are other things that cause a lot more damage, and the fact that we're so focused on fucking sucralose or aspartame is just insane.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things I don't understand. One of them being what I tweeted about today, which was guys in purses. That's what I call them, purses. You can call it a bag.
We call them satchels, purses.
When they're not satchels, bro. We know you know what a satchel looks like.
What is a satchel? I don't.
Satchel. I just think of what's his face from Uncharted, where it's like a diagonal piece of leather.
Okay, no, saying yeah. Okay, I get you.
It's a leather bag, it's a messenger bag of some sort.
But now you have these man purses that are like sponsored by Spaghetti.
Yeah, dude. Like, okay, we're going to the local Ralph's. Why are you? You know what's up with the tourist outfit?
My question is, what do you have in there?
Wallet keys.
Dude, what does a guy need? Wallet keys. That's
Zins too.
okay. You can't put that in your pocket.
I know, but we can. That's what I'm saying. And we have been. But it's a new thing here, where it's the new Air Force. You know, it's taken over as the basic. But I don't know, we can call it a basic bitch, but it's not really a bitch.
Basic bitch. I don't love Gen Z.
Yeah, it's just the basic. What's a bitch equivalent of guy? Like basic. I guess it's unisex. Basic bitch. There we go.
Let's call it basic bitch purse. There.
It's kind of like that meme where it's just like, you'll never find anyone like me when you break up with your girl.
Oh yeah. Then you go on to something. But
Go on to something. Big
then
thing.
you go on to something worse.
What is it? Date another chick with Air Force.
But what is it about it that, like, Jesus, I can't even string this sentence together. What do you hate most about these, let's call them man purses?
I don't know, dude. I feel like you're just playing a character. You know?
Is it the fact that it's kind of like the equivalence of a man wearing, like, mascara or...
No.
I don't even know if I want to go down that road.
No. I don't know if it's not feminine. I just think it's one of those things that's utility and it's meant for like place and time, you know?
Okay.
The only time I've ever used like a sling bag or something like that was when I was traveling. Why? Because you're walking all day, and plus you don't want to get pickpocketed.
Yeah.
You don't know where you are. You're in places you're unaware of, right? And it's like my pocket's reserved for my phone, and you don't want to hold too much weight on your waist. So what you do is you end up getting one of these bags. You put your passport in it, your wallet, you know, keys, that kind of stuff, hotel keys. It just makes more sense. Yeah. But it's just funny to me. That's why I call it the little touristy, like local tourism.
It just doesn't, but like if you live a mile away from the Ralphs, yeah, taking it there doesn't belong there.
It's like, yo, we going to the gym. Bring your gym bag. Don't bring your...
Yeah.
little tiny. That's what it's meant for.
It's like going to the grocery store with a gym bag instead of like one of those.
Yeah. And to me, it just speaks, hey, man, I'm on the mainstream media, and I saw that. It's a cool fit. I'm just going to rock it every day.
It's a trend.
It's a trend.
That's what it is.
Exactly. So it's not like you have this inner soul, like piece of you in your soul that says, man, this is the item I've been looking for because it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know? No, you just want to feel good about yourself. And it's just, you know, copy paste. And it's the Air Force effect, bro. It's just like, yo, these shoes look cool. And then it's just so mainstream, everybody starts to wear them, and then everybody looks.
Yeah.
Right.
I have more respect for the people who go the opposite way. So if you're rocking a fanny bag at like 25.
Yeah. What's the Nokiamaka of these fanny packs, you know? What is it? The Edgars?
Edgars?
We have the Edgars. It's the same haircuts.
It's really 1-to-1, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's like that one All Saints shirt, bro. There's this like, I think it was Japanese that they wrote it in, but it said All Saints, and then it had some Japanese lettering in the front, and then on the back it had the same thing. It was a sick shirt. I remember specifically like going like, oh, that's a nice shirt. I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
And the person I was with, I was like, should I actually get it? And they're like, if you like it. And I was like, damn, they didn't give me a clear answer, so I was just like, I should put it back. Next day, I swear to God, dude, saw like 7 people wearing it. And I'm like,
I wonder how that even happens. What is the origin of that? It's just a marketing campaign that's...
Yeah, I mean, think about it, bro. Like, brands exist for everyone. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just interesting to me. I've always been the type of person maybe to just be like, I like more blank, simple stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really represent anything unless it's like, you know, tailored to me. Your own brand. Something like that. Yeah. You know, like I'm wearing the Homies brand today. OBZU. You go and check them out, actually. Exotic car dealership. Yeah. But it's his 100th anniversary. 100th? God.
He's in the business for a minute.
At 23 years old, he's
100-year anniversary. How is this guy even alive? This ain't even cute. Someone's over.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Go follow him at OBZU. But anyway, shout out to him and shout out to his partner, Awesome. So else, great people. Anyway, it's like this was a one-time thing, you know, and I support him, so I was just like, yo, wear a shirt, you know, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's like these mass-produced things, I feel like. That's where it starts to become like too basic.
Yeah.
You know?
Where it's just like specific mass-marketed things just for consumers of a typical demographic.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm even hating, bro, but it's just like...
Well, I think we have a right to hate because at the end of the day, you know, you shouldn't be like everybody else.
Yeah.
You are a unique individual, so why are you trying to be a fucking cookie cutter?
Exactly. So the way I look at it is that we have our own unique thumbprints. Nobody has an identical thumbprint to someone else. Okay? That alone should show you that you are your own identity, like you are your own self. Figure out what you like, you know? And that's when I have, like, if everyone starts wearing the same thing or, like, doing the same thing or is just into the same things just because everyone else is into that, there's a little bit of fakeness, you know? And it's just like there's a little bit of, you don't know who you truly are yet. So... like actions speak more than words, so it's like I feel like it gives me the idea that you don't have that much personality.
Yeah, we haven't really experienced much.
Another example, Drake concert. Everyone wanted to go to it, dude. You could be like a Muslim chick. You could be like a complete agnostic.
None.
You could be complete all freaking, just ends of spectrums. And they're all there.
Yeah.
And it's like, what initiates you to want to go there?
I think it's just mindlessness, to be honest.
This is what I heard from someone. I asked someone, I was like, why are you trying so hard to get tickets to go to Drake on the night of? And they're like, cause I want to go. Everyone else is going. And I'm like, that's the stupidest, no, bro. Did you ask yourself if you really want to go? Like, what is he going to do? Who cares? That's all he's going to do. He's going to hype someone up. Maybe Kanye will come out. Like, great.
I mean, it's
not like you're feeling them or whatever, or it's a special event for you.
Yeah.
There's 100,000 people. So you go there and you're like, oh, wow, I didn't expect, oh, okay. Everyone's just like me. Oh.
It's definitely an indicator of a larger problem in society. Like this, just following just jumping on a bandwagon just because. And I mean, you can go through politics, you can go into health when it comes to that stuff. Yeah. Like it applies to a lot of various subjects, but
you're hopping on and off, and then they're always different things, So
you're not fucking thinking. That's the problem,
dude.
There's no critical thought whatsoever.
I know. They're just what triggers that? That's where I'm kind of intrigued. What triggers you to this? Not really build who you are, but it's let me just it's not even trying these things. It's just you commit to it fully for 2 weeks, and then next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing.
I mean,
rather than there's no mastery mindset when it comes.
No. We're the complete opposite. Us two were the complete opposite of that. So let's actually try to step into the shoes of somebody who purely wants to make decisions based off of the fact that other people are doing it.
Mm-hmm. It's impulse, I think. A lot of it.
I can't even place myself in that fucking situation, to be honest, because I've never been that way. I've always been more of a rebellious type.
Yeah, and you ask questions, right?
Yeah.
If we said, yo, we're going we're gonna pay $190 to do a 9-hole friggin' golf trip today. You gotta ask questions. You're gonna be like, where? Who's going?
Yeah, I'm in.
Where? Who's going? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've never been. You're either interested or not. And if you're not interested, you'd be like, nah, I'm good. Right? There's no problem there. But then people have this FOMO, right? Where it's the fear of missing out on certain things. And that's another thing I never understood either, I think, growing up.
I've had a little bit more of that than you do, I think. But yeah, FOMO's interesting too. I get FOMO more than I get just the no critical thought. I'm just going to make this decision because everyone else makes it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily tied to FOMO. I think that's more of the fact of you just want to maybe it is tied to FOMO. I don't know.
Kind of makes me dig deeper into who I am, but it's at the same time, it's just maybe it's tied to an emotion for some people. Yeah, why does everyone get I don't know. It's it's a level in humanity. As a human, you're leveling up if you're doing these things. It's being a part of the game. Think about it.
For the average person who's just following whatever.
Okay, in GTA, when you have missions, right?
Yeah.
You grow your bank account, you do all these things based off of these missions that they provide for you. You don't have a say in it, but you choose to do it or not. And if you don't do it, you're missing out on some sort of thing. Yeah. So what if they view that, the perception is kind of there's a lot of things, I have to do everything that comes my way. Otherwise, I'm losing.
I can see.
You feel like a loser.
I can see that, yeah. Because if you choose to go the opposite way, since most people have that mindset, then you're going to be bashed for it. You're going to be judged somehow. Someone's going to give you a bad look. Something's going to be said to you. And what I find particularly scary is the fact that at the end of the day, these are the same people who comply to everything that the government says. The government could tell them, listen, take your toothbrush, shove it up your ass, and start wiping yours. Whatever the fact is. At the end of the day, that there's a segment of the population that will do exactly what they say.
Brush yourself.
Brush yourself. But it's genuinely scary because this is how we essentially get to a Third Reich, Hitler, Stalin, any of these tyrants. It's compliance to the most extreme level. But it starts with all of this other bullshit that we're talking about.
But maybe it's because, I don't know, man. It's like, it's a state of mind. Like, yeah, your brain has to operate that way. Like, when it comes across ideas or thoughts. I don't know if everyone, obviously no one's exactly the same, but there's probably like 2 or 3 groups of people with like different brain structures or like how they think. You know?
We're NPCs and all playable characters.
Yeah, like
They just exist.
there's no thought to things. My favorite, funniest thing in the world is when people go, oh, I bought this like $5,000 camera. And I'm like, aren't you a dentist? You know? Or aren't you a school teacher? Or whatever. And they're like, yeah, I'm just going to quit that and just start doing this because there's a lot of money in it. And I'm like,
So there's a lot of money in it.
yeah. There's a lot more to learn here than you think.
What?
You know? And that's what I'm talking about. It's the path of mastery. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. But
That's an interesting thing to actually think about. Like the idea that people who are beginners, who have no experience in the realm, they think that they're just going to get it quickly. But in fact, they're going to have to spend at least...
I see it a lot, man, because you can go shoot an event completely, okay? And you're doing it for the money. Like, you have a legit company. You paid someone to, like, build you a website. You paid someone to, like, learn off of them. And then you get, like, presets to kind of, like, fix into your photos. And, like, a lot of the things is digitized, right? So it's like you're doing it post, but... And then you have room to crop and do whatever, right? So you're faking your skill. But people with real skill do most of the shit in camera. So that there's minimal work after, you know, and you get to focus really on details. But then the upcharge. I've seen people also like do events, like I was saying, and they'll go in, they'll talk the talk, right? But then at the end, they won't walk the walk, you know. So they'll talk their way through it. They'll get the sale. They'll get them to pay X amount, which is an insane amount usually. They'll stand behind a mastermind group, which are the people that really do the work. Okay. And then the product comes out and it doesn't hold up to the value that you charged. You know, it's just not as valuable as what you charged. And that's when it comes, and I go, damn, dude, no skill. 0 skill. You have people that do X task, Y task, Z task. And then you just submit the thing, you got the sale, basically.
It's a fatal.
You sold someone on something using, you know, other types of sample work to make something that's much worse than what you previewed.
Overpromised, under-delivered. The ain't old combo, bro.
Exactly. See what I mean? So, and there's a lot of that, man. This comes with like working with people on set and stuff like that. Like everyone's honestly hella professional when it comes to on set and whatever. But it's always down to the final product. When you see the final product, you go, I know who fucked up. I know who did it. I know who's overselling himself. I know who did it.
It also begs the question as to whether the person's heart is in the work or not.
Yeah.
Like, are you just fucking doing this just to make a buck, or are you actually into this?
Yeah.
If you were to not be paid anything, not a single cent, would you still do this with your free time?
Yes.
That's the big
Makes killing.
Yeah.
Killing.
I don't know, man. Like if I were to, I know you, for example, if I were to give you a project and I don't pay you a single cent, I know you would still be focused on that for 8 to 12 hours a day, every single detail taken care of.
Yeah, because at the end of it all, that's how I view life, right? It's like I have a track throughout life, okay? And people that come across me and I come across them, they'll know of me. So then things become a part of you. So along your path, you want everything to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation, right? You don't want to hide anything. You'd be like, you can't block people in real life. You know that, right? Like,
Of course.
You know, you can block a number here and there, but it's like, I swear, dude, if there's a will, there's a way. Like, if God's willing, like, that, you know, like, if he plans, basically, that you're going to meet X, and then, like, along the path, after you blocked it for 3 years, you're going to meet them at the Whole Foods in Brea, right?
Yeah. It always happens like that, too.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh, like, I didn't expect that, you know? Someone you're beefing with, or whatever. Like, you'll just, like, unexpectedly see them at someone's house. Oh, they're a guest, too? What? Oh, the wife's a friend of blah, blah, blah. Shit, you know? Like,
Then you start sweating.
you don't sweat. It's just like, that's just the way everything works. You can't block people in real life. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always move with that. So, like, I also don't take projects just because of the money. Like some things I'll go and I'll be like, that's not really my alley. I don't want that part of my portfolio. Boom. Saves you time. That's what saves them time, saves me time.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna, there's like this fake aspect of it, you know? Because then I'll just be into business. I won't be into the artistic side,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't want. I want a world between both, you know? And I feel like everything good always takes a lot of time for you to like get and develop. So like my favorite directors, none of them are under 50.
Yes, a great point. It takes way longer than people. Whatever you have in mind for the skill set that you want to choose for the rest of your life, most people don't even approach it that way, but whatever you want to achieve, add another 10 years to it.
Yeah.
That's probably how it's going to be.
And then add another 10.
And how many people are willing to swallow that pill?
Not a lot more,
Or between.
considering how they're acting. Not a lot.
That's why the 1% is the 1%. Because they are exceptionally rare and they have rare minds.
It's about the exterior leveling up. It's about the Lambo. It's about like, yo, like I need to show myself off so that people believe me. Well, why don't you just like work your ass off and then work will just show it, you know? The less you speak, the more it shows.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me, like, it's the same thing with talking too much, you know? It's when people talk way too much, and we all know of these people, right? Well, they're just like, I did X, Y, and Z today. I made this much today. I'm
going to start this business.
I drove this today. I da-da-da-da-da, right? Instead of letting, like, just like people know about this stuff and it just coming out when it does, you know? Like, people see, people have eyes, people observe, people are judgmental.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, don't worry about that. But it's when people make it their first priority that people need to see this. That's why I'm like, just stop. If anything, I had respect for you, and now I don't, you know?
Yeah. And my thought process around it is like, would you rather have the flashy toys associated with a quote-unquote business that's successful, but in reality your business is not that good? Or would you rather have a rock star business, like a truly exceptional service or something of that nature, without any of the flashy things?
I'd rather have a rock star business and let it speak for itself, you know, as it generates and generates.
Yeah.
I mean, along with it probably comes with toys.
Of course, yeah.
You know? And it's not like, that's not the end goal. The end goal is to just be like having a really good business. It's not. Yeah, I don't think my end goal will ever be toys. But if toys are a part of it, hell yeah. So then I won't speak about my toys. You know what I mean? Like, I have a hard time, like, taking a picture of my car or doing anything. Like, I don't want anything personal really showing there.
Yeah.
Because the few that know will know, and that's it. And it's like, what's the point? That's why I hate car shows, dude. I was at a car show yesterday for OBZ. And it's these guys, man. It's so freaking funny. It's just like all these rich guys that come up, right? They range from like 21 to like in their 30s to 40s. The back lot, the very first few spots were reserved for like high-end cars, you know, like Ferraris and Lambos. You get like the occasional GTR or whatever, just roll up. But then like you get like the BMW like M series cars, like a little bit slightly towards the back because they're just like more valuable cars in the front. And then some Ferraris like come late, and they'd get pissed that they have to like park next to the BMW. You know what I mean? And it's just like, dude, imagine what a car show is to begin with. When you roll up like that, there's two types of people. It's the people that are there to just completely flex and just gain like emotional support out of this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I am the rock star here. And there's the people that just don't care and are here to see the homies, you know?
They're there to enjoy the time.
Hey, how are you guys? You guys want breakfast burrito? Like, got all of you. All right, go. You know, dope.
Yeah.
That's cool vibes. But then there's the people that are getting pissed that they have to park next to a BMW. He's like, bro, I deserve more than this. I deserve more than this. I paid my way. Like,
what do you mean? If the guy placed his car next to a more expensive car, that would make him look even shittier.
I don't know.
So, like, what the fuck is the logic behind that?
I don't know. Just
Is that?
But it's just like, so then they'll just like block off the car, or they'll just park like on the curb or front of them because they belong in that area.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's like there's this whole like climbing the hierarchy type of thing, like I belong here, dude. I don't belong there. The hell? Come on, dude. I'm dipping. It sucks.
I'm gone.
It's like little kids rap battle. My dad bought me a PS5. Oh yeah, my dad bought me a gaming PC with an ultra-wide curved gaming monitor.
That really is weird. I mean,
but for adults,
it's just different. But for adults,
yeah, you're just 34. Like,
just comparing $500,000 toys to a different one.
It really is funny, dude. If you like, because you could choose to look at it as like, oh, this is really cool. All these cars are sick, or you could choose to look at it as like, what's really going on here? What makes you wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I'm going to spend some time for free to take my car out to, this, and that.
I think everyone, no matter how grounded and like mature you are, everyone at the end of the day will admit that it's a status play. I'm there to share my status.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would pull up in a fucking Toyota Corolla.
To each their own. But I don't mess with that, dude. Like, it's just like, why?
It's very weird too. Like
there's more to it. Like,
bro, if I'm a guy, I mean, obviously I don't have an inexpensive car, but if I'm a guy who pulls up in $1 million car, and all these people are like gawking and admiring at me in my car, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck do I want to put myself in that situation?
Yeah. Just thank you. That's it. If I ever pull up in a nice car, it's probably at a restaurant. Go to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna eat panini.
I'm not gonna go to like some car event. Be like, yeah, we'll pull up there. Make all these people jealous, dude.
Yeah, maybe I can't pinpoint it, but there's something weird about that whole dynamic.
Flexing, bro. Flexing. I don't know. I like when things just do its thing naturally. And it shows. It just starts to show without you wanting to show it. Like, it is.
Yeah.
And it's doing.
Yeah.
And it's being, I keep going, but
I think the podcast is a testament to that. I think day in, day out, I'm surprised by the quality of our shit. Yeah, like when I look at it and take a step back and actually watch it and enjoy it as kind of like a third party, I'm very surprised.
Interesting.
Very surprised.
Sometimes when you're in it, you don't feel that. You still feel like you suck.
Yeah. And make no mistake about it, like I watch every episode that we've ever put out.
Hell yeah, dude.
After the fact, because obviously I have to timestamps, but I also enjoy it thoroughly. And I think that's a good sign too.
Mm-hmm. Man. Yeah, I'm glad we have this podcast. It's pretty cool. It gives us a real outlet to just talk about, I don't even know if they're important things, but dude, we're opinion machine. And I feel like we have opinions that people will mess with. So yeah, we're on a good track. Yeah, just don't be those guys. Let things show. That's kind of my advice to people, because there's no better feeling than that. Like when it's just creeping. I don't know if it's just me, but I like the mystery vibe.
What do you mean?
Lay low. Lay low. It's kind of like sleeper car.
I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that.
It's very Sigma.
I think fame is overrated too. Like wanting the spotlight on yourself, I think that's overrated.
It's also like, even if I had a nice body, like what if my body was built? I just don't show. It was
baggy clothes.
Yeah, but when you need to, it's there. You know what I'm saying?
And then when you bust it out,
it's
very obvious, magnified too.
There's no like free glory for everyone 24/7. It's just, if you see it, you're lucky. That's it.
Yeah, and also I think you have to point to celebrities, and especially like A-list celebrities who are so, I guess,
in the dark.
They're almost depicted as like mythical fucking creatures.
Oh yeah.
And so the fame and the spotlight that comes with that is nonstop. And that takes a big toll on your mental health and just on your life in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I would to be honest, if I was in that position, I can't say that I would end up different. There's a lot of these fucking celebrities and stuff that are just, just having the terrible times.
Yeah, and everything's being recorded if you're spotted.
Who wants that? Who wants that? everything you say is under a microscope. Everything you do.
Screw that, dude. You could be across the world.
I mean, if these photographers had the opportunity to get a shot of you taking a shit, they would do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the level of sickness involved in the industry.
Yeah, bro. But I've seen posts like, what's wrong with this guy's foot? I'm like, yo, like, leave people alone. Just be like, we spotted him. Like, why are you pointing random crap off?
It's like the story of LeBron James.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just taking pictures whenever he's on vacation. They're like, what is up with this fucked up feet?
Something. Yeah, but all these F1 drivers came out. And they used to be like, well, no. And now they're straight up celebrities because of the rise of
The show and stuff.
Formula One. Yeah. Formula One in the past 3 years has just been like booming and booming and booming. It went from, I forgot who bought the company, but it was just like they bought it for 900 mil. Okay. And it's now worth $4 billion.
Yeah, it seems cheap.
It's not cheap, but it's like,
I mean,
it's on the cheaper end for like a whole industry type of thing, right? Now worth $4 billion. Projected to be $12 billion in the next 3 years. That's crazy, bro. All from one Netflix show. Think about it. How many people did you hear 3 years ago say, yeah, sorry, I can't do anything today. I'm watching the F1 race.
Nobody.
Exactly. How many people do it today? All the homies.
Yeah.
What happened? Are you telling me you're truly into F1? Or is this another trend? It's another
They're getting like a gaming setup, wheel and everything, bro.
It's another Air Force One hopping on the bandwagon. Do you really like it? You know? Out of nowhere, bro, Abercrombie & Fitch started selling McLaren F1 shirts.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you see it everywhere now. And it's because of one Netflix show, which is good on them. I'm happy for it, Formula One. I don't know when NASCAR is next.
I don't think NASCAR will ever be nice. You know what? NASCAR seems really boring, but when you watch live footage of the actual races, it's insane.
Oh, dude.
200 miles an hour?
Mm-hmm. Any guy will get it. Any guy will get into it. But I'm talking about, like, this whole, like, boom of, like, people are traveling to go see it.
Yeah.
It's been existing. I don't know if you guys have known that, you know? It's been the same racers. Same runner-ups.
Yeah.
But suddenly it's just, we have to. It's another Drake effect.
We've heard Lewis Hamilton's name, but, you know, the Max Verstappens, the other guys, like, we've had only in the past couple, maybe year or so.
Yeah, exactly. So it's another one of those, like, are you actually hopping on the bandwagon, or are you really into it?
Yeah.
Because it seems like it could die for a lot of people.
I don't know. I think there's something to be said for people to just, like, honestly assess what they're doing in their life. You're trying to really just take the personal route. Like, go 100% on your own personal.
And what's the gain in that? Obviously, there's some gain in this world.
It's a massive gain.
Yeah. Because it's for everyone. It's like, then you're missing out on who you truly are, and the world's missing out on what you have skill-wise, right? And we can all benefit out of it. You can have your own trilogy, like, in your work. Becoming a master is like, we need that, dude. They're diminishing.
Or just the fact that you know that you're an authentic person. That in and of itself is worth so much. But again, yeah, eventually you get into your industry and you do your thing, and a lot of other people might have it.
I like that you said that word. Because the volumes it speaks is that I'm just like everyone else. And that's it. You know, aren't you more valuable? Everyone is more valuable if we just commit to doing our personal little things and quirks, I think. So I see it.
Yeah, I think if people follow their true nature, then eventually all things fall into place.
Mm-hmm. Chinged. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty much all I have to say today. It's been pretty cool. Today's the kickstart of the week, Monday evening. We'll probably try to record more often this week. We're coming up with a schedule for the podcast so you guys know exactly when everything's coming out. Yeah, a lot of things to look forward to this week, though. Got a lot of shoots tomorrow. It's going to be cool.
Got a lot of clips to go out on all platforms, too.
Yeah. Going to be nice. Oh, Contact Tour actually hit 100K this morning. Sick.
Congrats to our main man, Tyler. So gee.
Go follow him at Contact Tour. Love that guy. Anyway, check out our sponsors. Use code 2AM for anything in the description. You can save a lot of money. I don't know about a lot, but you'll save it.
And they will improve your life, whether it's Berzanthi coffee, extra.
It's only things we believe in.
Yeah, and you.
We use, sure. Yeah. So don't forget that. All right. This ain't no me on these BS.
Nah, bro.
All right.
And this shit and this.
Anyway, check us out. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all major streaming platforms. We're also on YouTube at the 2AM Podcast, on Twitter at 2AM Pod. Go ahead and follow us there. Hit us up if you have any questions or have any suggestions for things you would like to hear us say or do. Don't shy away. Thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you in the next time.
Peace.